And we're live. Kamusta
Whoa.
everyone? Hello, hello. Welcome. Rich, Paco, how are you guys?
Pretty good,
Good,
Rob.
good.
How are you?
Good, good. Paco, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're super busy, 5 kids, family, wife, everything. Uh, so thanks for joining us. Why don't you say hello for anyone that may not know you yet? So just say hello, good morning, good afternoon, and introduce yourself.
Well, magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Hello, everybody. My name is Paco Arespacochaga. I play the drums for INTRoVOYS, pero this is what I normally say. If you're here for the first time, my name is Paco Arespacochaga. I'm a musician. I'm a vlogger. I'm a father of 5 kids, a husband to a lovely wife, and a life coach to my friends. And because you're here, say hi to Rob and to Rich.
Perfect, perfect. Paco, thank you so much. Alam ko you're so busy, but really appreciate your time. Lots of questions for you today, man. So hope you're ready. Me and Rich have lots of questions. So first, let's start with the history of Paco. So what is sort of the story of you moving from the Philippines to the United States, and then also the story of INTRoVOYS. You know how that transition from Philippines ngayon na you guys are all in LA. So tell us a little bit about that. Take us down memory lane a little bit.
Well, INTRoVOYS was one of the most popular bands in the Philippines. Actually, we broke ground for other artists like the Eraserheads, River Maya, True Faith to have albums of their own. No? Our inspiration was The Dawn, and they had a huge commercial success for an underground band. And then New Colors were nandun sila tapos dumating nga kami. But I digress. Ako naman, I started dreaming when I was 12 years old. 12 years old, sabi ko, I wanted to be in showbiz. And I didn't know if I had talent, but I knew I wanted to be in showbiz. So I called up my friends, sina Jonathan Buencamino and JJ Buencamino, childhood friends kami. And I actually told them, let's form a band when I hit the age of 15 because I'm the youngest. And sina Jonathan, they were laughing and go, okay, fine. So really, at the age of 15, I called them up and we started rehearsing. Now, from 12 to 15, I was watching Duran Duran, I was watching Spandau Ballet, or whatever bands were coming up at the time, and I was really visualizing myself to be to be on stage, even without knowing what to do on stage. So we formed the band. I thought I was going to sing. It ended up hindi pala ako marunong kumanta. So Jonathan was supposed to play keyboards. He ended up singing. I ended up being the drummer. And then JJ Buencamino, his younger brother, ended up being the keyboard player. And then we got our other friends to join in. And that's how the band started. Now, me naman, I've always wanted to share whatever it is that I have, whether it's food, time, my baon, and all that. And so I like imparting things to other people. I find pleasure and validation in that. So minsan na people think, oh my God, he's pakialamero because I would give unsolicited advice, or oh my God, he's mayabang because I would if I had a new toy, I would show it to them, but I wouldn't just show it to them. I would show it and share it with them. But
Mm,
you never expect people to understand it. So I brought
right.
that trait as I got older.
Mhm.
I shared my heart with a lot of people. No, just kidding. And with regard to coming to the States naman, that thing came about later where when I got offered to work for a top record label here in the States. So I met these people in Boracay. Tapos I went to the States upon their invitation. Guys, Rich, Rob, I didn't know that you needed to be a resident or a citizen to
I
Oh
actually.
watched the
no.
I watched the video.
That was like a shocker. Eh, again, I was in showbiz, so publicized yung the trip to the States was publicized.
Oh no.
I couldn't go home. And I remember I came here on July 2, I came to the States. That was a Monday.
Mhm.
And then July 3 was a Tuesday. I went for my application and all that, and then my revelation, and then 4th of July was a Wednesday. I was like stressing out. I was like, can't go back home. This will be humiliating.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
of course my pride, right?
Of
And
course.
that was the last time I was thankful for my pride,
Hmm.
um, or my yabang. And then my cousin goes, "Huwag ka mag-alala. I will find a job for you." A job? Where? And then sabi niya, okay lang kahit anong job. I go, kahit anong job, I'm fine. And so Thursday, she took me to this warehouse in Vernon, California, which if you guys aren't familiar with that, that's the industrial area of California where the trains are, where the factories are and all that.
Okay.
So so I started my work as a cargador, or just an errand boy,
Yeah.
and I was paid $6.25 an hour,
Wow.
and my boss was also Filipino, and there were other Filipinos and Hispanics in the bunch, and it was there where I broke down. I cried my heart out, and I accepted the fact that this was going to be my new life. And when I was done crying after lunch, my boss, he simply said, "Are you done?" I go, "Yeah." And then he patted me on the back and said, "You'll survive. You'll
Hmm.
survive. Are you
Yeah.
ready to go back to work?" I go, "Yeah." I was wiping my tears. And then he goes, "Hey, get back to work." And that was my first day of being humble and understanding what humility is.
Hmm.
Because in Philippines, you're born, I mean, if you're middle class, you have some sort of entitlement there, right? You have
Hmm.
housemaids, housekeepers, you have drivers, you have yayas. So this was my first acceptance of, what, this is just me alone. And I thought it was going to be difficult, but it was the easiest experience in my life. Once you learn to let go of yourself, other people, whether Filipinos or non-Filipinos, most of them will catch you. Most of them will embrace you and help you. Parang yung
Hmm.
ginagawa niyong dalawa sa akin. I mean, without any spoken words of demanding anything, we're doing this show. I mean, this is
Hmm.
a perfect example of, you let yourself go, other people will catch you.
Hmm.
So, kaba, sorry, that was long-winded.
No, that's good. It's good. I like that. I like that. Yeah, it's a hard thing to swallow, right? The
Yeah.
new life.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's I think that's the beginning of the story, but definitely is different now. So we'd love to hear more about that. But yeah, I know Rich has another question for you.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Hey,
mine is basically like your journey on YouTube. As I was kind of reviewing your channel, a lot of it in the beginning was kind of just like a potpourri of things. You were just kind of like putting stuff in. You had like little interviews here and there, and it wasn't necessarily, you didn't really like blow up immediately. What would you say was your biggest struggle from the day you started to today?
um, two things: direction and consistency. So I don't know if everybody caught, my son goes, "Dad, I have a 24-year-old son, and so I'm a drummer." But he goes, "Dad, um you better delete that video of you holding that animated ball going pong." There's a 4 or 5 second video of a ball. I take pride in that. YouTube was only 1 year old when I did that video,
Mm.
and that was my first stab at animation. But it was the corniest video I ever did. I did not think of YouTube as something else. I went by the name of Syncopado, which was Tagalog for syncopated or syncopation. And I actually lost that account. I couldn't access that anymore. So I started there. Um, I knew that YouTube was going to be something, but at that point, no one believed me because this was, I think, 2005, 2006. And I
Mm.
was doing YouTube videos, but my friends would say, "That's a waste of time. Don't do that. I shouldn't have listened." So that was out. And then I actually did more of like, doing Paco in the house, because
Mhm.
my friends would always go, "Uy, Pax, do you mind promoting our product on," I think at the time it was MySpace and Multiply. So
Okay.
and and I go, sure, why not? And so I would promote their products on MySpace and multiply, and it would generate revenue for them. And so sabi ko, what if I made a video? So what I would do, I would post videos on YouTube, link that YouTube video to multiply or to MySpace, and and then sabi ko, there has to be content. And so I actually interviewed Geneva back in 2000, I think 2007 or 2008, and I had that on my old channel. But I kept talagang talagang I was just ignoring all the trends. Some videos would be good in terms of views, some videos wouldn't catch on. Pero that wasn't my goal. And wala pa monetization time na yun for
Mm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So I was inconsistent because I had a day job, I had kids, and YouTube was just a pastime thing.
Yeah.
Till I'm not sure if it was Peter McKinnon or Casey Neistat, but it was one of the two. I
Yeah.
got inspired by one of them. So sabi ko, let me try vlogging. And then Rich, I did the vlog sa Pilipinas before going home to the Philippines, and then the Philippines I tried daily. Oh my God, that was brute. You know,
The daily vlogging.
yeah, like
Yeah.
sa Pilipinas I had like 5 Mbps internet sa Pilipinas. Tapos I mean, I was there supposed to be on vacation, but when we went home, I would vlog, and
Edit.
I know I would edit, and then I would post, and then vlog again the next day.
Yeah.
So that wasn't nice because I was so detached from the moment. And
Yeah.
that's where it was supposed to take off during that time. But I decided to, you know what, I can't, because my relationship is going to suffer with my wife, with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm the guy with the camera, and not everybody you meet wants to be in front of the camera. You have They have to be careful with their conversations because they might say something that might get on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I had to stop that. So, but it's bittersweet. I see the trend. It's just that I had to um, discipline myself and stop myself from being tempted into pursuing that. So I kept saying, "But I have a job. I have a job." But then again, YouTube is what I wanted to do,
Mm.
and that led me to do Paco's Place, wherein I don't know if you guys caught my podcast channel. I have a channel called Live at Paco's Place.
Yeah. Right here. Right here. I saw. Titingnan ko nga yung
But
this
there you
video,
go.
Geneva. It's like 350,000 views from February. It's
Yes,
crazy. Yeah.
yes. So I
Now,
found
is that because of Paco or because of Geneva?
or it could be both because Magaling
Both.
Coffee, I think that was a good love team.
Yeah.
But I found my niche wherein my wife and we converted our garage into a studio.
That's what this is right now. This view.
Yes,
This is in your garage. Oh,
yes.
nice.
So and then we have sponsors. It's making money. Tapos I can do the vlog anytime I want to. But Paco's Place, it's not about me. I don't know if you caught that. The only thing that's about me is my name, but
Hmm.
all the guests, it's about them. Like what you're doing, what both of you are doing to me, that's what I'm doing with my
That's nice.
guests
That's
as
good.
well.
Yeah.
Ganon.
That's
So
good. That's good.
yon Rich. To summarize, now that Pandora's box is open, I know what I've missed. I know what I've done wrong. I know the struggles. So now, in order to be successful, talaga, I just have to be consistent because I know my direction already. I
Yeah.
just have to be consistent in terms of going toward that direction I decided to go for.
Nice. Nice. Awesome. That's really cool, man. My next question is, because so you have two channels, right?
Yeah.
So wondering the thought process on why you decided to have two channels. Obviously, Paco's Place is more like an interview style, and
Yes.
then your personal channel is more of like sort of anything. Life coach,
Yeah.
relationship advice, intro voice.
Yes.
So what's the thought process between the two? What was the first one? What was the one that you created second? And you mentioned it's making money. So tell us a little bit about the business behind the revenue channels and stuff like that. Because I think a lot of the listeners too, they're wondering, how do I make money from YouTube? AdSense. But there's so many other ways, right?
Yeah, yeah. So for the Paco Arespacochaga channel, my personal vlog channel,
Mhm.
it also has. I even got a URL for it. It's called vloggerpaco.com.
Nice.
And so actually, you can just type that and it'll go to my personal YouTube channel. For this, when this one naman I got from Ozark. You guys watch that show on Netflix, the
Yeah,
Ozark?
yeah, yeah.
So I don't
Of
know if you
course.
guys are familiar, but the title, letter O, and then there are four icons inside. Those four icons correspond to each letter of Ozark. Like that would be a Z, an A, an R, and a K.
Yeah.
And then those symbols naman correspond to whatever topic is going to go on for that episode. So
Ah,
for for the Paco Arespacochaga channel, when I say I'm a musician, I'm a vlogger, I'm a father of five kids, I'm a husband to a lovely wife, and a life coach to my friends. So you have I'm a musician, I'll talk about music sometimes. I'm a vlogger, I'll vlog sometimes or even do activity vlogs. I'm a father of five kids. I'll talk about stuff about my kids or feature my kids. I'm a husband to a lovely wife. That's the relationship part. I'll talk about relationships or probably vlog about me and my wife and the life coach to my friends. That's the takeaway naman para people spending 15-20 minutes on the channel don't leave feeling raped going, why did I spend 20 minutes on that video again? Diba? Para at least when I say a life coach to my friends, you're watching my vlog, thank you. But at the same time, I'm giving you nuggets so that you can be a life coach to your friends too, or even to your family. Para at least we can all grow together and make things better. I've done stupid things in my life, and I don't want people to do the same thing. So, yun nagulat ako because the monetization kicked in and kicks in every month. And sabi ko, okay, I like this. And that inspired me to do a homogeneous channel, Paco's Place, wherein it's not it's not halo-halo, it's not mixed in terms of content. So for Paco's Place, it's clean, it's served, and people know that when they're watching Paco's Place, they're gonna hear a story, an inspiring story of someone else. Pwedeng sikat, pwedeng pasikat, pwedeng feeling sikat, pwedeng hindi sikat. But definitely they are going to be inspired and they are going to be informed. Again, that's the takeaway. Even if they listen for 3 hours, it works. Now, why 3 hours? That I'll give Joe Rogan. I'll give him all the props and credit because
yeah.
I find myself actually consuming Joe Rogan's 3 hour interviews, and pag
Mm.
1 hour lang, naiinis ako at nabibitin ako. And thank God for Paco's Place, pag yung interview is 1 hour, I have Filipino fans and audience going, bitin naman, Sir Pax, wala bang mas mahaba rito? So
Yes.
parang for me, that's a win, di ba? Parang pwede pala yun.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and then the monetization from Paco's Place, Radiant Beauty MD, shout out to them. They actually financed the gear that we used on season one. So this aesthetic clinic goes, how can we help you? I go,
Mm.
I have a concept. Can you fund the gear? And
Mm.
they go, how much? So I gave them the amount and they sponsored. Sino pa ba nag-sponsor? Senator Manny Pacquiao. I told him what my concept is. I go, Sen, ito ang kailangan ko, ito ang gagawin ko. This isn't about me. This is about the Filipino artist or
Wow.
the artist struggling in Los Angeles. I need help. And he goes, what kind of help do you need? I'm building a studio. Can you give X? So he wrote me a check for X. And then
Wow.
my local church, sabi ko, this is the goal. It's to inform and to inspire and to help the community. And my local church wrote me a check for X. My point is, if you don't ask, people assume you're okay. So I
Mm-hmm.
asked,
Mm-hmm.
di ba? I asked, and even I have this nice 38-inch LED monitor that using to edit
Mhm.
and everything else. And this was given by LDS Systems Inc. Shout out ko na because I asked and sabi
Yeah.
ko I'll promote you on the show and all that stuff. So yun naman I got from other YouTubers who would ask for stuff. So I asked.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
if you ask, people give. Paano yung dalawa? You ask me for my time. You
Yeah.
ask me to wake up at 6 in the morning. Hey,
And you do. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. That's a good lesson. You know, if you don't ask, people assume you're okay. And
yeah.
sometimes, yeah, you have to be more humble, I guess, when
Yes, and you know what, Rich, Rob, what's the worst that people will say? They'll say
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
diba?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to us YouTubers, that's like a thumbs down. Who cares, right? Pinanood pa rin nila eh. But
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. That's my
I
principle.
like it. Like it.
Like
Awesome.
I personally think that's really like really important to smaller YouTubers because a lot of them they concentrate so much on the numbers, right? They value subscribers and watch time so
Yeah.
much more than everything else. And
Yes.
I think that
Yeah.
at some point, if you want to create great content, you do your best to create great content. So that's why you ask for help from
Yeah,
friends that
yeah,
can possibly elevate your content to the next level, as
yeah.
opposed to asking your friends to simply just subscribe.
Yes, that's true. And like on our Facebook page, right? We have a Facebook page for us YouTubers, film YouTubers.
Yeah.
Rich, I'll give you credit. Like when I was asking about TubeBuddy, I mean, I asked, right? And then kayong lahat, both of you guys responded, and it's helped me. My last video, I was like, oh my God, I am inviting these people to subscribe to my channel at the 3 minute mark or the 4 minute mark. And then when I learned about TubeBuddy, I was looking about the fall off of viewers,
Yeah.
yung 1 minute 30 second mark. So I consciously and proactively did my introduction and my invitation to subscribe before the 1 minute 30 second mark.
Nice.
So
Nice.
you learn by asking.
By asking. Yeah. Yeah. Good lesson. Good lesson. That's my question. Rich, you got the next one.
Oh, I'll get the next one. As far as your topics for your vlogs, how do you actually come up with that? Is it something? Do you have a list, like a calendar, or is it just like today, this is gonna be it?
So I have a content calendar that I've done from January all the way to December just to make me feel good,
Wow.
just so that I could get that out of the way. But then again, for the personal channel, it's dynamic eh. Yung Paco's Place, it's static, which means you book the guests. The guests they actually tell them their availability. The only time we had to change the schedule was when the pandemic hit.
Right.
We didn't want to go Zoom. We didn't want to go virtual. So we had to do concessions sa Paco's Place. We had to put plexiglass. We had to make sure that
Oh,
all
okay.
guests are tested. Parang ganon. By
Mm.
the way, we have Martin Rivera today coming for Paco's Place. So
Really?
yeah, so
Wow.
we have those things going on. But for the personal channel, I have a content calendar for the year, and then yung mga comments, I read the comments, and then may magtatanong. Tapos I my email is very easy to remember. Are you guys ready for my email address?
Ready.
Okay.
You can really reach me at gmail.com. I kid you not, that's my email
That's
address.
your email.
Yeah.
You can really reach me at gmail.com. I used to own you can reach me at gmail.com. Pero again, nakalimutan ko yung password. So, buti na lang available pa yung you can really reach me at gmail.com. So, people would email me there and ask me questions. And instead of answering their email, like the last one, how to break up nicely daw, dahil daw nagawa ko yun. Nye. So, ginawa ko na lang topic to address the fact that to break up nicely might be difficult, and at the same time me having a good relationship with my exes, that was not me. That was, maayos lang ang pag-iisip ng mga exes ko, and they've moved on, I've moved on, kaya naging okay. But
Hmm.
yeah, I have a content calendar for both channels. Ngayon, pag walang tanong, I'll stick with the content calendar. However, yesterday I decided to update my content calendar for my personal channel because, again, si Rob nahuli na niya because of looking at TubeBuddy. I was able to see what topics would rank higher. So, okay, dito ka, dito ka, dito ka, dito ka, dito ka.
Yeah,
So now I have that also.
that's good. That's good. Yeah, I like that. Content calendar helps. Content
yeah.
calendar helps. Kasi
Yeah.
minsan, well, Rich, how do you do it? Kasi your vlog is more like what's happening each week and stuff. So I think sometimes pagka vlog channel, it's a little harder.
Very.
Diba? Kasi it's like, it's your life. It's always unpredictable. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, with having a full-time job, it's kind of hard to have like a content calendar sometimes. So a
Yeah.
lot of it is like dependent on what my friends and I would actually be doing, maybe. And you just create a story from leaving the house to get into the to the restaurant, and from the restaurant out. I mean, that's pretty much all you do. If there's something really planned, like my daughter's 17th birthday. Yeah, that was already that was planned, but it wasn't written out. I just knew that day was definitely going to be vlogged. It wasn't. There was no ands, ifs, or buts about that. And I mean,
that was going to be a vlog. That's a special day. Special day. I want to say hello to John. John, Foodie A1C. Good to see you, John. Good morning. K&T Wolf. Good morning as well. Thanks for joining us. We're here with Coach Pax. Coach Paco's here. So, Coach, tell us, kasi di ba you're serving primarily, obviously, kasi you speak Tagalog on your videos.
That's a topic in and of itself also.
Yeah. Let's talk about that, kasi a lot of I get asked that a lot when I talk to different YouTubers. They say, okay, well, I speak, whatever it is. I speak German. Should I make my channel in German? I speak whatever language. Should I make my channel in my language and alienate, English-speaking audiences? So, what's your? There's pros and cons, obviously, but what's your experience with that? You're addressing strictly Filipinos, so basically, that's all your potential audiences are Filipinos, right? So, what's your thoughts there?
So this is what happened, though. My channel used to be in English, and English is not my first language. I speak it well, but my accent isn't the way it's supposed to be, and all that stuff. So every time I vlog, I would lose the idiomatic expressions. It wouldn't roll off correctly. Like I really don't say get out of here. Like I don't say that. So fake. And when I stopped vlogging, I was watching my old videos. I was in the Philippines, and then I was vlogging in English because I was thinking I was going to cater to non-English, non-Tagalog speaking people who want to go to the Philippines. So that was the goal. Again, I learned to pivot. A friend of mine, we were talking about this, Brian Elazegi. He's a shout out to Brian. Brian is also on our Facebook page, and we were talking about him and me, and then I said, why don't we shift our vlogs to the vernacular? And he was like, but we're going to lose audience. I go, what audience are we talking about? So maybe if we the vernacular, will sound more authentic, right? Authenticity is important in YouTube. So sabi ko, let's try shifting to the vernacular. Let's talk in Tagalog or Taglish, and let's see what happens. His channel went from 500, now he's at 3,000. My channel went from 3,000, now it's at 16,000.
Yeah.
So that's what happened when we started speaking in Tagalog. And am I sorry that I started speaking in Tagalog or Taglish? No, because there's this guy iPhone Do on YouTube. He's Turkish,
Mm.
He he used to speak in Turkish, and then he converted to English. His English accent is funny, but I love him. I understand him. But then again, he was able to create a base, a local
Mm.
base. So my thing is, I'm speaking to Filipinos, not necessarily in the Philippines, because the nice thing about us Filipinos, we've invaded the whole world. There are like my traffic comes from the US, from Canada, the Philippines, from UAE, from the
Mm.
Middle East. Those are my main audience. Tapos nahanap ko na rin yung mga OFW, yung mga malungkot sa ibang bansa. The
Mm.
advices actually hit them harder because mag-isa lang sila eh. And so
Mm.
being Coach Paco to them, parang parang okay, okay, here's a person that they can trust. Hopefully in the future it'll be capital TRUST, trust na talaga, di ba?
Yeah.
Na I'm trying to give these people something to hold on to because those were the things I've also held on to.
Mm.
And if I'm able to build the channel based on Taglish and create Paco's Place, which has nothing to do with Coach Paco, I don't mind at that point in time, adding an English channel where it's purely English, because
Mm.
hit or miss, at least I have my market already with a
Mhm.
whole bunch of subscribers who trust me and what I have to say. So that's the direction I'm trying to go for.
Yeah.
And how much time do you normally spend, per video? Because like people will get the common misconception now you're Paco from INTRoVOYS. So obviously, kung may video ka, everybody's gonna watch it. But how like as far as the back end, the analytics and the the, the strategy of the video, how like roughly per video, how long? I mean, how much time do you actually take?
Oh my God! First, let's talk about the video. So here, wait, I think I have something here for you guys. So
We're
it's
getting some insider secrets,
Some
people.
in. Yeah. 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 This is
so this one says, I
inside
don't know if
scoop.
you guys can see it. There you go. I'll bring it down.
Oh
Father's
yeah.
Day Blues. You guys read it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So if I'm looking at that, I have everything. I have everything written down. So it's
Oh,
all written down in four pages. No. 4 pages. No, 5 pages. Oh no, more.
now,
No,
did you
five
write it down
pages.
in Tagalog or in English?
I write it down in English
Mm.
because believe it or not, my thought process is in English.
Yes.
Kasi
Yeah. Yeah.
sa Pilipinas, di ba, some families,
Yeah.
household nyo English, household nyo Tagalog. Iba lang talaga yung accent ko. So, so I would write it down in English. And then, to shoot it, kaya maraming jump cuts. You make mistakes di ba? Sometimes
Yeah.
I would go like, yeah, tip number one, hindi nyo ba ala, or let's say English. Tip number one, sometimes you have to, let me look at the camera. Tip number one, sometimes you have to make sure you're saying the right words. So, ang daming dead air. So, sa editing, I have to go back and take out those dead air to make it appear. Tip number one, sometimes you have to make sure that you're, so, so that takes time because if you shot for 30 minutes, guess what? You're editing 30 minutes of content na
Mm.
kailangan mong putul-putulin and then papanoorin
Mm.
mo ulit. So, a 30-minute shoot can be edited in like 4 hours because you're gonna add some graphics, you're gonna add some B-roll.
Yeah.
What's harder for me, and God bless you, Rich, activity vlog. Because activity vlog, I would outline where I'm going and who I'm meeting with. Tapos anything goes. So God bless everybody doing activity vlogs because
Yeah.
if that's 3 hours worth of content, now you have to find little nuggets.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
hindi ka nakapag-shot list talaga ng mga parts na yun. So you have to find them inside and then you have to edit them and then you have to watch them. Is the story cohesive? Is it interesting? And unless you're a narcissist, you really are very critical with the stories that you make it, di ba? Parang, oh my God, is this even worth it?
Yeah.
Again, shout out kay Erwin, one of our members sa page natin, when he was talking about camera gear in Tagalog, in Filipino. Pinanood ko yung vlog niya yun. It was, sabi ko, ang sarap naman ng ganito nan. May camera ka lang, very minimal edit, but it's very engaging. That's what I want to do. Parang ganun.
Yeah, yeah. Mahirap, right? I think the more that you do videos, the more you do like, scripting and bullet points, mas madali yung less editing, less dead air kasi,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's true.
and then yung process mo is one video per session, or do you
One
do
video.
multiple videos?
I tried doing multiple videos,
Okay.
but then again, yung energy, pag ganun bumababa sa akin
Yeah,
yung energy. Parang, so let me just get one done and then focus on that. Total, naka-content calendar naman. And then I don't change the setup. I mean, the setup is the same.
Yeah.
So I just sit
Nice.
down and then I just turn everything on. Then I face the camera and it's all good to go again.
Good to go. Awesome.
But
Sige,
actually,
now
Paco,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I never film for more than 30 minutes
Oh,
or
okay.
3 hours. Whenever I talk, I only film what I'm sentence by sentence by sentence, because then what I do is then I edit in reverse, because I know that the last take is always going to be the bright one. So I edit in reverse, and whatever you start, you just clip and delete. See, so
Nice.
you're not looking at 30 minutes worth of video. You're going sentence by sentence by sentence by sentence, and then you have a lot more clips, but they're easy to manage, move up and down.
Thank you, Rich. I'm gonna do that.
Smart. Smart, man. Smart thinking.
See,
Smart thinking.
synergy.
Edit in reverse is what they call it. It's you know the last take is the good one, so you edit from the back of the clip to the front, and then you clip it right where you started that last take.
Ang galing.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Watch me for sa next vlog. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
It's really smart. Yeah, kasi yung last version is always the right one, diba? Kasi that's why you stop making that one. Yeah, that clip. Yeah, smart, man. Smart. Okay, let's talk about gear, Paco, because you have. I mean, you're a musician, so I'm sure audio and everything is something you're very, very like particular about. So, anong gear mo for videos and audio
So
and lighting?
Okay, I'll give you guys two setups. Let's talk about
Sure.
Paco's Place. For Paco's Place, because that studio.
Here, well, I'm showing it on the screen. So
there
you
you
can walk us through.
So behind us, that's a TD-17. That's a Roland TD-17 electric drum kit. That is plugged into a Behringer XR18 mixer, and we're using Rode pod mics. We have 4 of them, so we can accommodate four people actually in the studio. Tapos, we also have Sennheiser mics for singers, because we can have performances at Paco's Place. So we have everything going on through everything virtual in ears. Tapos nakapasok lang sa laptop diretso sa Logic. I use a MacBook Pro. So everything is recorded onto Logic. Tapos for cameras at Paco's Place, we use GoPros. We have Hero 8s and Hero 5s, and the M50, the Canon M50, the 80D, and the G7X, all Canon. So we use that for Paco's Place. Now for lighting, at the back we have LED lights courtesy of Bowie Meneses of Parokya ni Edgar. He gave us those lights.
Wow, nice.
Tapos we also have newer bicolor LED lights to give us that hairline that you're seeing.
Yep.
Si Joseph Bayan walang hair. He's also one of our members.
Yeah.
So he owns Bayan Promotions, which is very, very good now in Los Angeles.
Nice.
So, and then sa front, we have 2 Godox SL60
Lights.
W60L, something like that.
Yeah, I
So
love those
that's what
lights.
we use for 2 key lights in front.
Okay.
And then we have an Andy Cine monitor para maganda yung ano. We do false color on that one to get the exposure where we want it to be. Yun.
Nice. Nice.
And then for the room, where I am, I'm inside the house naman. Paco's place is outside the house. This one is inside the house. I have a Dell 38-inch monitor curved, courtesy of LDS Systems Inc. So I use that. Now I'm watching your handsome faces on it right now. And for the camera, I have an MC50. Ang mura na lang you can buy them used for $350.
Yeah.
Tapos for the lens nga pala, I use this for Paco's place. This is the 11 to 22 M lens. Kailangan ganunin mo no? Yan. It's the M lens by Canon. So this is for Paco's place. Tapos for this camera, I'm using the Sigma 16 millimeter 1.4. Tapos I have a Godox SL60W for my key light, and then I have a newer light for my fill. This small light for my fill. Tapos I have, what else do I have? I have Andy
The backlight.
You know, these are the Oh, di ba?
The same one, I think. The same one. This one.
Yeah, there you go.
The newer ones.
Newer. Oh, wheel light. Yeah, I have the wheel light. Yun. So it's there, and
everybody has their little lights everywhere.
It's just like cell phones.
Diba? And then I was able to, guys, I was able to get the nice photo dome. Na parang aperture light dome too. Oh my God, I only got it for like $79.
Nice.
It folds. So, I mean, it's convenient.
Nice setup. That's really good. Yeah. I find, the audio is the hardest thing. The audio is the hardest thing to set up, to be honest.
Oh yeah, Rob, I don't know if you have the hookup for Blue, but I do know someone from Blue. So if you want to use Blue, I'll hook you up also.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Ako naman, I hope my son's not watching. I used to have the Rode NT1 here on my work desk because this is for voiceover and all that. No, and then sabi niya, Dad, because he's into hip hop, he writes songs, he records. Can you buy me a mic for my birthday? His birthday was in March. Sabi ko, sure. What do you want? Sabi niya, I'd be happy if you could give me the Rode NT1. Sabi ko, okay. And I was about to buy him the Rode NT1. Sabi ko, sandali lang. My son's 24. He has a job. Why am I going to buy him a $300 mic again? So I called him up. Sabi ko, Anak, I have an NT1 in the house. Do you want it? I can bring it to your house and we'll have lunch. Sabi niya, yeah, Dad. Oh my God, yes. So I drove to his house and gave him the mic, hugged him, and said happy birthday, and we had lunch. And then when I went home, I told my wife, I need a new mic. And she was like, what happened to your mic? Sabi ko, Heaven asked for it. Oh, okay. So you're going to replace your mic? Yeah, with the SM7B.
You upgraded.
So that's what this is plugged into a cloud lifter all the way to my Focusrite 6i6, and that's the audio that you're hearing. I hope okay siya.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So the cloud lifter is okay because even if I put the mic away from me there, you guys can hear me pa, no?
Oh yeah. Loud and clear.
So at least yan. So yeah. So maganda because pag nagvo-vlog ako, I hide the mic.
Nice.
Something like that.
Awesome. I like it. Yeah, nice setup. Nice setup with everything. Really thought about it, diba? Like it's not just random put things together, you know? You really thought about it. The lights, everything comes together. So, well
But
done.
but, but Rob, Rich, I think people should understand that this isn't a boom, it just appeared. No, like I'm pretty sure the two of you and myself, we watched hours of YouTube
Yeah.
Yeah.
reviews because pera natin to eh, di ba? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
when we're buying gear, um, my God, pinaghirapan natin. We worked hard for that money.
Yeah.
So watch a ton of YouTube videos, ask, inquire, and then get on our Facebook page so they can ask us, you and Rich, and that's how we help each other, so
Yeah.
that other people don't commit the mistakes that we committed. Well, if they ask us what gear we used, I'm pretty sure we'll tell them what gear we use because we're proud of the gear we have, and we can help them on their journey into buying gear. Parang ganon
Yeah.
is how I see it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just in a rush, and they try to find those. They try to find the bargain deals, but the bargain deals sometimes end up becoming to the point where you're buying more equipment 2 years down the line.
Yeah.
So as I always tell people, when it comes to cameras, when it comes to any gear, just save your money. Buy the
Yeah.
best thing available that can last
Yes.
you 5, 6 years, as opposed
Amen.
to something off of like Wish that'll last you 30 days.
Yes, I totally agree. 100%.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Rich, you got a question about life in the
Yeah.
Philippines?
That's real life. No, actually, my question is that how different do you think Paco's place or your actual your lifestyle channel be if you weren't in the U.S.? If you were in the Philippines, do you think there would be any difference in the content?
Yeah. No, the content would
Good
remain
question.
the same, but I think it'll have more subscribers if I was in the Philippines, because
Ah,
you have to put in the fact that in the Philippines I have a different status, di ba? So
mm, mm,
so I'd be more like the Alex Gonzagas or the Paulo Contes, like
yeah.
probably the network might pick it up and go, oh, maybe we'll syndicate it and all that. Oh, let's
Mm,
a deal with this restaurant, a deal with this product, and daming X deals if I
mhm,
was in the Philippines. Because Rich, if I was in the Philippines, I'd still be relevant to the Filipinos. Now
mm,
they see me as, oh, dating artista yan and all that stuff. And I don't mind. Um, because again nga, for the Philippines, your market is now the Filipinos in the Philippines.
mhm.
That would be the difference. And mas marami sila ron. So I guess the difference there would be I'd be stuck in that bubble, no?
Mm,
Now, because I'm here, I can address the global Pinoys. They're a lot, but they're busy. But it's a slow process. It's like a crock pot. But the global Pinoys are the ones who actually go, tama yan, Sir Pax, tama yan, Coach, ganyan, 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 ganyan. Because I'm just I'm just the megaphone to what they are also experiencing or have experienced.
mm,
Tapos, ang maganda rito, yung mga tao sa Philippines, sila naman yung nag-aabang ng content dahil, oh, ganun pala ginagawa nila. As opposed to if I was in the Philippines, I'd be reflecting what was happening on the day-to-day in the Philippines.
mhm,
Parang
mhm.
ganyan. So yun.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, you reflect the voice that you're serving, diba? So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because if you're in the Philippines, you're in the bubble. That makes a lot of sense. Because then that's all you can talk about. But I think now you can talk about that and also being abroad and the life here.
Ito naman, may question ako sa inyong dalawa.
Yeah, yeah.
How awkward is it to create a thumbnail photo? And Rob, every time I see your thumbnail photos, I am laughing not because of your thumbnail photos, but because in my head I'm thinking, oh my god, what was in his head when he's doing that? Because I miss it. So, but I want to hear your story.
Rich, you go first. You go first.
I go first. Well, actually, I created the thumbnail for this live stream, and I did it. I did it while working, so I just did
Oh,
it
wow.
I did it all on my cell phone. Actually, Rob and I have been talking. We're probably going to do a tutorial on how to do that soon. But you know, I always looked at my channel, as far as my own personal channel, as my own reality show. You know, I'm not tall, I'm not that light skinned, I'm not that cute. So no network's ever gonna give me my own reality show. So
Whatever.
guess what? I'm gonna start my own on YouTube. So so the thumbnail is basically just like my episode card, and you have to look at it that way, where there's a lot of strategies in it too. It's at first, normally it's gonna be my face, and if the videos is doing okay, CTR wise, data wise, I'll leave it. If not, I will switch the thumbnail to be something more for the audience, audience that doesn't necessarily know me. Right. So there's a lot of strategies when it comes to that. It's not just pulling it up, but most of the time it's my face, because it's my audience. I need them to see that I have a video out if they didn't get an alert. If they missed the alert that I have a new video, when they're browsing through, it'd probably be on their browse page, and then they'll see my face and they'll go, "Oh, that's Rich. Oh, he has a new video." Click.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty much how the strategy of that goes.
And then what do you use? Cell phone? What app on the cell phone?
I use Adobe Spark.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Yeah. I have that too. Yeah. Ganda.
Nice.
How about you, Rob?
I have I'm gonna share my screen. You guys will see exactly what I'm doing here. So for my thumbnails, guys, really simple. In the beginning, I put one with my face. So right now I'm split testing these. So there's always two versions. So every 24 hours it changes. One with my face and one without. Because most of the time, because your guys' channels, it's like, di ba connected sila sa'yo? Your personality, you're the star of your channel. My channel is more searchable because they're all tutorials.
Right.
So you'll see one with my face and then one without. Because after I find after 24 or 48 hours, it's getting shared by YouTube to strangers. So they don't care about my face. They just want to know these questions. You know, how do you live stream on YouTube and Facebook at the same time? You know, whatever the topic is. So I take my face out, and I find that I actually get more clicks because it's just they just want the answer to their question. So that's a thumbnail. And then here's the folder that I send to our team. It's got all my faces.
So I was right, di ba?
Yeah. So just, hey guys, pick whatever you want for the thumbnail. Just
I was in shock when I opened that folder.
Here you go. Do whatever you want. There's all the pictures. So typical YouTube, right? Typical YouTube. You know, they all have the like surprise look and stuff like that. But
you know what? So the A/B part of posting two thumbnails, do you upload? How and where do you do that on TubeBuddy already? Is that what?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. I'll show you again. So here, thumbnails. This is your here. Right here, and then right here, Paco, right here, there's A/B tests.
Yes.
If you log into TubeBuddy.com, and then that's where you go. And then you can create an A/B test.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that's it. And then that's where you go through that. It's like 3 steps, and then you choose which video. So let's say I want to do this video with Matthew. Continue. This one. And then I'll say, okay, I want to split test the thumbnail.
Right.
And then for how long? 10 days, 5 days,
Okay.
you know. Yeah, and then that's it. And then I just select the other version. So there's the original and then the other version. So I'll, whatever that is. That's it. And then start the test when it's ready. That's it.
I am going to do that with all my videos.
So every 24 hours it changes. And then after X amount of days, sasabihin ng YouTube, ng TubeBuddy kung which one is the one that's better.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you
that's
guys
it.
for
Yeah. Okay, so let's wrap it up.
I was gonna say what's funny.
Yeah,
I did like an A/B test on like 4 of mine recently, and at the end it said we could not find any significant difference, and I was like, "What? I waited 14 days for this."
It's all the same.
Yeah, it was all like the graph that you get. It was like all even. I was like, man,
it's the same.
Yeah.
Man. That's funny. No, it's a good question. Thumbnail's a big deal. Thumbnail's a big deal on
Yeah.
YouTube. You gotta
I'm
think
thinking of
about it.
going English and Tagalog. I want to see which
Yeah.
which thumbnail would bring them in.
But
I feel
Paco,
like
it's not the A/B test is not just thumbnail too. It's titles and it's keywords and it's descriptions. You can
Okay.
change it up. Yeah, you can change it up so that it switches and you can see what keywords might catch a little better than another. And you can save it as the final product after that 14 days.
Wow.
I like it. Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah, thumbnails important. Okay, let's do the rapid fire.
Okay, go.
Let's do the rapid fire lightning round. So Rich, you got some questions. I got a few. So let's just go. So no thinking.
Time out. Short answer, long answer.
Up to you.
Okay.
Quick answer, just as long as they're quick.
Yeah.
No thinking. Okay.
I'll go
First one. Oh, I'll go first. I got a few, and then I think you got a few too, Rich. So first one is, what is one of the things that you have on your bucket list?
Go road tripping from West Coast to East Coast.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Are we taking turns? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, what fashion trend do you not get?
Pulling down my pants past my butt.
I knew that was going to be the one.
Oh yeah, I know.
Sorry,
I know.
pero not my cup of tea.
No, I know. I don't like that one either. Okay, are you a morning person or night person?
Really? I'm a morning person, but not this early. I just did this for you guys. So,
How do you like your steak?
medium well. There you go.
Medium well.
Yes.
Good one. It's a good
Sinner.
Medium well on around
On the
it,
outside.
and then medium. Tapos mas medium sa gitna. So bago umabot ng rare, yan.
Yeah. Right before. Nice. If you could get yourself anything, kahit ano, what would you get?
A Canon R5 with an RF lens.
All right.
About
Canon,
5,000.
if you're listening, if you're watching Canon, come on.
Canon. If you're listening, Peter McKinnon, if you're listening, let me borrow the
Come on.
What's up?
Send it over. Yeah, what's up?
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Nice. Okay, that's easy. That's a quick one. Last one. What store do you shop at the most? Online store even.
Sweetwater. You guys, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sweetwater. That's so shout out to Joe Schaefer, my sales guy over there. That's a music store, and they really do give good deals. Tapos,
Nice.
oh my God, madaming mga asawang magagalit sa akin dito. Their credit card is backed up by Synchrony Bank, and I don't know if you're familiar with Synchrony, but they do approve you for credit. I'm not supposed to say this. 48 months, no interest. I'm not supposed to say that. So you can get your drum kit, your keyboard, your guitar, your mic, your anything, and then all of a sudden you're selling the house, you're selling the cars. But seriously, I mean, don't spend more than what you have. But if you need to get your gear, I would say sweetwater.com.
Sweetwater.com. Perfect. Awesome way to end it. Paco, thank you so much. Thanks for waking up.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you. And I'll check out Sweetwater. I might need some new musical instruments that I don't need.
Or audio gear, or for streaming and all that stuff, huh? By the way, guys, may papakita ko sa inyo. I don't know if you saw this, but hold on a second.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not spending any money today, Rob.
Yeah. you got the whole day off, man. What else
Are you guys ready?
Shop online?
Are you guys ready for my boo-boo?
Let's do it.
Not everybody can understand this.
Oh no.
Oh, are those gloves?
These are the A10 Mini.
You got 3?
So,
oh my gosh.
I have 2 A10 Mini Pros and 1 A10 Mini. And you know how I ended up getting these? So they were all on back order. So I ended up just ordering them from different stores. And then they all came at the same time. And my wife was like, what's that? So now now they're all on eBay. So I'm selling them on eBay now.
Oh man. Oh man.
I do have an
There's-
A10 mini for the studio. Hindi pa namin ginagamit sa Paco's place. But, it'll help in terms of just recording it live and not having to edit anymore for
Yeah,
Paco's place.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I have
That's
all of
funny.
those things. Not bad, no?
That's really good. That's really good. Well, awesome, amazing, Paco. Thank you so much again. I appreciate your time,
Thank you, guys.
sharing your story, your advice, and guys, thank you for watching this live in replay. We'll see you guys in the Facebook group. The Facebook group link is in the description. So
Yep.
we'll see you there, and then we'll see you in the next video. Take care.
All right. Bye bye.